Scorpion.
Poo poo.
You're autistic.
Welcome back to Shitheads.
My name's
I'm. His name is Patrick. I'm Tristan.
my name's Patrick. He's Tristan.
Thank you, Mr. Echo Man.
I was double checking.
Oh,
Dude, that's a great superhero, Mr. Echo Man.
he just has the power to echo things.
Like someone talks and you just like, okay, here we go. Scenario time. This is bad. Girl's getting robbed. She's like, help me, Echo Man. And you like land there because you're magic for some reason. And you take what she says and you echo it towards the man that's running and you fucking shatters eardrums.
Wow.
Yeah, Echo Man's dangerous. He's actually really dangerous. Smash glass. You can break brick walls with these echoes. What? It looks quiet because autism.
Yeah, I was just wondering if they can hear my chewing. I mean, we're eating chips, by the way.
Sorry about that. We'll try and fix that later, but I don't know if we'll be able to. Can you hear that chewing? Anyway, so today I wanted to talk about something because interesting experiences.
Also, this is the podcast, so we always talk about something. Otherwise, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a podcast if we didn't talk about things. It's like when you're at the grocery store and you don't buy chicken. Who the fuck doesn't buy chicken at the store?
People who already have chicken at home
Or
and they're
don't
just,
eat chicken.
and they're just getting
If
something.
you don't eat chicken, fuck yourself. Moving on.
Wow, vegans are okay. I support vegans.
I think it's strange. It's the way the world works. We're the only animal that's like eats food that's meat and like vegetables and is
No,
like.
we're not.
I mean, no. You let me finish. We're the
Alright.
only omnivore that's like, I'm not eating meat because that's fucking rude. That's so rude, inconsiderate. A wolf will rip your leg off. A bear will
It's
fuck
different.
your ass.
It's different though. The way we farm the animals is super fucked.
Yeah, well, hey, we won.
I think hunting is perfectly fine, but I think the food production industry of meat.
Dude,
is
elephants
really
could have
fucked
taken
up.
over, but they missed their chance.
So we took over. They
Yeah.
couldn't figure out how to fire
Enough story.
or building.
Yeah. So we win. End of story.
Imagine if elephants built stuff.
They probably do.
No,
Probably.
they don't. They like walk around and go places. They don't build like houses.
We're not stalking every elephant though. But there's like a species of elephant, like an Amazon forest somewhere, and it like makes forts, and we just don't know.
I don't think there's
Elephants
elephants.
move logs around, big
are
trees.
There's no elephants in the
Elephants
Amazon.
like pick up a tree with their like, or the thing, and they'll move it.
Yeah, out of the way, but like not to construct buildings.
I'm sure one of
Also,
them. Is
no
like,
elephants
I'm
in
sure
the
one of them has
Amazon.
picked it up and moved it. I was like, dude, and then did it again. I was like, fire, and just kept going. He was like, I got a bunch of stuff.
That would be awesome.
It was
though.
elephant
Imagine
friends.
if you went on a vacation to Africa and you were just walking around in the fields to see what's up and you saw an elephant village. Just a bunch of buildings and then elephants walking around. That'd be so flames.
Now, if I saw that, it's probably because it's normal in this world that we're living in. But in
No,
this
but
world,
in this world, if you
shit my pants.
if you saw elephants building a village, that would
Elephants
be
are typically pretty friendly, so I'd run over and be like, yo, guys, this is fire.
Uh-huh.
They'd probably kill me.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
I
If
think
you saw another species run towards your base, like, that's flames!
Oh, running and screaming, yeah.
They'd be like, oh.
But like if you just walked up to them nicely and you were like, I like your guys' little thing you got going on here, I think they'd be okay
Just
with
like pat one of them on the ass.
Maybe not in the
They're
ass.
so scaly looking. They're like wrinkly. I want to just feel an elephant, just like all the way. All the way. A good stroke. An arm length stroke. Have you felt an elephant?
Yes.
Ooh.
I rode an elephant.
Ooh, you Indian. Tell me about it.
Mild racism.
Casual
Um,
racism.
Anyways,
What's up?
there was a traveling zoo in my hometown, and there was an elephant, and they were like, if you pay us, you can ride the elephant and feed him peanuts. So then my dad paid, because I was like 5 years old.
That elephant must love his job.
No, he probably hated it. He was in an enclosed pen that was super small and just had kids riding him all day. I'm sure he was sad, but at the time I thought it was fire.
Let's assume this is a happy elephant that just loves kids. He's like, get up here, buddy. Like, you went up to him and they've trained him, so he just picks you up and puts him on his back with his trunk. That would be flames.
The way they had it set up was there was a tree, and the tree had a ladder on it, and the elephant would sit next to the tree, and you'd climb up the ladder and get on the elephant from the
That
tree.
elephant's probably dead now. That's sad. Actually, they live pretty long.
Yeah.
How long do elephants live?
I don't know, at least 30 years.
Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
Look it up.
But, yeah, if you it was like $20 to ride the elephant and feed him peanuts.
$20. Damn. They made it. Honestly, if they made it cheaper, more kids would have done it.
Yeah, but
And it's not like that elephant is
Would
getting
you-
paid
would-
hourly.
would you want to, like, sit in a fucking enclosed space and have people pay less than $20 to ride you around in a circle?
If that elephant understood the concept of economy, And oops.
Mhm.
But I'm sure he didn't.
Yeah, except for if the price was lower, there'd be more kids riding the elephant, and then the elephant would want to kill itself even more. So.
I was talking from a money standpoint.
Oh.
Elephants are dope. My favorite animal is a fox, just because they're sly as shit and they will rape you for no reason. But elephants
Okay.
are fire.
So African bush elephants
Was that the most common elephant?
There's 3 results here, or there's 2 kind of. African elephants tend to live 65 years, and Asian elephants typically live 50 years.
So they live a long time.
So on average, most elephants live 60 years.
About the age of a human that kind of had a bad experience.
Yeah.
That's cool.
50 years on average for Elefante.
Imagine if they had the medical technology we did. They'd be living. They'd
They'd
rule
be-
the fucking world.
Yeah.
They'd be like Planet of the
I
Apes
mean,
instead
we
of
had
Planet of the Elephants.
we had lifespans of like 50 years back in before we knew
We used
how
to
to
have
do
lifespans of
anything.
like 30 years.
Mhm.
But then we were like, let's plants, and then we got big.
Let's plants.
It's the worst explanation of anything.
Of the production of medicine,
Yeah.
you mean? Okay.
The first ever medicals were made of plants.
And mold.
Ah, that's gross.
Penicillin is made of moldy bread. In the historically, the first penicillin was moldy bread.
No, what do they do it with now?
I don't know, advanced chemicals, I guess, but back in the days, the
I
Egyptians.
never thought of that. What is in Tylenol when I'm eating that shit?
Um,
Take a Tylenol. Like, what the fuck is in Tylenol?
Acetaminophen, I think,
Well, I know acetaminophen,
and then
but
other.
I don't know
and
what
then,
that is.
And then other
I have
stuff.
no idea what that is. Tylenol's another one of those things. There's so many things like Tylenol, but you call it Tylenol. It's a Crocs.
Mhm.
Crocs are a name brand thing. For anyone who didn't know that, it's like Kleenexes, are actually called facial tissues. This is the brand. I call every Tylenol, even Advil Tylenol. I don't really know if there's a difference between Advil and Tylenol. Anyways, talking about drugs. Perfect.
Perfect segue. Loopy loop.
There's the word.
Yeah.
Why is it called a Segway?
Because a segue is something that you. It's like a mode of
Mhm.
transportation to go somewhere. So I guess we're going somewhere.
Could have said it's like a car.
No, it's like a scooter that's automatic.
I know what
that
Segway
has
is,
2 wheels.
but if it has wheels, I could just say it's like a car.
Anyway.
So today I was offered.
He's having a hard time.
Shit. Today I was offered vape for the first time, which was strange. First of all, I didn't know the fucking dude. Not friends with him whatsoever. 4 people offered me vape, actually.
In a row.
In the same time period of what, like fucking 7 minutes that you
Mhm.
weren't there. So this fucking kid in my school, he's standing there, and he walks up to the sinks, and he has his vape pen because he's autistic, and he's like, yo, you want some? And I was like, no. And then he asked me again, and then I was like, fuck off. And then he's like, you better watch it. I was like, yeah, whatever. And then he says, here's the catch. He says, at least I'm not in a bathroom. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, at least you're not in a bathroom. Buddy, you asked me that question in a bathroom. And then you said that question mark comeback in a bathroom. So,
Eric's a fucking moron.
after that, I'm definitely not hitting anything that goes inside me. Besides food. That's it. I'm done.
Yo, you want to smoke this chicken wing?
Not happening. God damn it, dude. That was too much. And then, fuck. And then his friend, as he was walking out, said,
Excuse
he
you.
didn't say that. As he was walking out, said, you sure you don't want to hit? And then he left. And then 2 other people came in. By the way, it's get over yourself. You don't need to vape every time you get a chance to go to the bathroom.
They're addicted.
And just make the whole bathroom foggy and smell like fucking shit.
They're addicted to it, that's why.
Also, teachers, get on your game, dude. It's not hard to catch someone vaping. Male teachers are allowed to peek in the public bathrooms.
Actually, at the what is it called? When we all meet in the cafeteria?
Mm-hmm.
What is that called?
No, they're not called assemblies. I know what you're talking about.
Anyways, we had one of those. and
Every
then-
month they give us like a
yeah.
rundown.
Anyways, we had one of those, and then the principal said that teachers are going to be checking bathrooms to make sure people aren't vaping.
Yeah. A good idea. A little late, but that's fine. A little better than nothing. And then 2 kids, they were vaping up a whole bathroom smoky. And as they're like standing there, want to hit. Is it like fucking, just you pass it around?
Mhm.
It's so weird. It's like, it literally,
Like with a joint. you
kids
just pass it
vaping are
around in a
hookers.
circle.
yeah, but I wasn't in the circle.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was, here I was standing in the corner, and they're like, yo, want a vape? You want a vape, bro? You wanna hit this evaporation? Fucking douse.
You want to smoke my nicotine juice?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Whoever came up with vaping, fuck yourself.
Clearly, they
That's
did a
just
good job because they probably made fuckloads of
Oh
money.
my god, they're rich as hell. But rich for a bad reason. They made. I see kids vape more than adults.
Mm-hmm.
Adults, I still see smoke cigarettes more than vape.
My Nana vapes, which I think is fucking fire.
That's weird, dude.
She's part of the vape nation.
How old is she?
I don't know. I don't. When I ask her, she gets offended. So clearly old enough.
Your Nana's kind of autistic. I think if it's a random person asked you your age, it's a little bit rude. But like a family member, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's just.
It's because she doesn't like to feel like a grandmother. That's why I call her Nana.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to feel old.
Yeah, vaping's strange. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, smoking doesn't make sense either. Smoking is stupid.
I think smoking is worse than
literally
vaping.
costs money, makes you smell bad, and you die.
Makes everything that touches you smell bad.
You die faster. It also makes you just really tired for like, you walk down the street and like, shit, it's over.
It also makes the people around you not want to breathe.
Yeah, it's not good. So, we hate all of you.
Being in the
you
car,
druggers, fuck you.
Being in the car with people that smoke is awful. I hate
It's horrible. Or getting in a car, like my mom smokes in the car when she comes home or whatever, because like, we're not in there, and then she'll like come get me, say we're going somewhere, and I get in. You see, it doesn't go away instantly, so the whole car still smells like smoke. Smoke mixed with bad car freshener. Oh, fuck. The worst smell
I hate
ever.
that.
I get car sick.
Mhm.
So God, I want to die. I hate getting. Do you get car sick?
No.
Oh, it's bad, dude.
What do you mean car sick?
You don't get car sick? You don't even know what it is?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Driving makes you sick. End of story. I don't know what it is.
Like in your head and your stomach?
Your stomach, you feel so
Okay.
sick. You feel like you're gonna throw up. Sometimes it's really bad too, especially if you just eat.
Like what? Explain to me.
The back seat's worse for some reason.
Mm.
I don't know why that is.
Probably because when you turn, the radius of turning in the back seat is larger than in the front seat.
The three things. The things that make
If your car's front wheel
car
drive.
sick the worst is if you're hot, if you just ate, and if the car smells like cigarettes and fucking car freshener. All those three combined, and you're in the back seat, and they like go around a corner. You're like in the back with your head out the window, like you just want to die. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It makes you. It's worse than having the flu. I'd rather have Ebola than fucking be car sick ever again. It's horrible. Mine might just be severe, but whatever. It's horrible. You're lucky.
How come I've never seen you get car sick?
First of all, because we're mostly on the bus together, and the bus doesn't bother me for some reason.
Down syndrome.
Buses don't get me car sick.
That doesn't make sense. Why? What's the
Neither do
difference?
boats or anything that moves besides a car. Or my truck, or my net.
If someone blends.
It's just our car, actually.
If
It
someone-
gets me really car sick.
Oh well, it's probably the smells then.
The smells are a big part, but like, it's like, it's just cars fuck me.
No.
Even if we get in someone's car that doesn't smoke, it still fucks me up.
Yeah.
My Nana's van is smooth though, so it doesn't fuck me.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not good. You're lucky. You don't get car sick ever?
No.
Literally never.
No.
Not even like a little bit. You're like, whoa.
No.
It was something else.
What?
If you were sick in a car, it was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're fucking lucky. Dude, being sick is the worst.
It's literally just moving. Like I don't understand how the moving can make me. Oh no, my stomach.
I don't understand it either. Also, if cars have fabric, it's worse. Leather car's better. I don't understand why, but like meshy fabric as the seats makes this car sick experience worse. I can't explain it. It's like it sucks up smells better.
Oh.
So it just makes me want to die. What was I gonna say? Is being sick worth it to you?
To staying home?
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's hell.
Yeah. It depends though. Like if I'm having a day where the whole day is in a toilet throwing up, even like, say I'm sick from 7 to 9, all that time is me in a toilet sad.
I've never been sick.
School's 7 to 2:30. At least I get off.
I've never been sick to the point where I feel worse than I do at school.
Me neither, but like, when I get home at 2:30, I start to cool off and then I can enjoy the rest of my night at least.
Mm.
If you're sick like a bitch, you can't really enjoy it. What's the worst sickness you've ever had? Like, bad day. Bad day.
I have no idea.
For me, oh god, I hate this. I hate talking about it. I had a cramp so bad that walking was like, someone followed me around all day, and every time I walked, they just stabbed me, and I healed, but it hurt, and it just like stabbed me as I walked along.
Mm.
So I stood up. 8-year-old shouldn't. This is territory for 50-year-old men. I stand up, screaming, fall on the ground. All I want to do is take a piss, bro. And then I just spent the rest of the day throwing up. Ah, worst.
How'd you get around without walking? Did you like roll?
I had to like lay down and just do this.
Like swimming on the floor?
Like very slowly pull myself an inch at a time. And it's hard to pull your whole body an inch with just your hands sticking to the floor.
It's a lot easier for me because I'm lighter.
Yeah, well, even pulling yourself like this with just sticking is hard.
It's a lot easier for me.
When you're in pain and everything, it's horrible. It's a miserable experience. Being sick's not fun. Taking your shit wet's not fun either. I know those weren't really related, but do you get bored of swimming? I know we talked about this.
This is all over the place.
Sorry, so much is happening in my mind right now. It's like a blue ocean. It's just there's so much. Sorry, I don't function like a cowboy. I function like a robot. So there's constantly processes happening in my mind. Sorry, I made Google eyes or whatever the fuck. I made like sunglasses. What am I saying? Goggles? Shit, dude. Cups are on my hands. Nailed it. First try. These are like Lego hands. Dude, Lego video games? Shit. On my face. Those are so fun.
No way.
Lego video games are so fun. You played those, right?
Yeah, you're all over the place with this conversation.
Sorry, I did this, like the little Lego hands.
Let's cool it down.
You can't see us right now, but I made like little Lego hands and put them on my eyes because I'm autistic. But you played the Lego games?
Mm-hmm.
Batarangs and everything? What was your favorite Lego game? Should start there.
Star Wars.
Which one? Just any of them?
I thought there was only one.
There's like 5 now.
Mm.
Dude, they're flames.
I think the first one or the third one or the second one then. One of the first 3.
Yeah. My favorite one's the Batman
Probably
ones.
the first one.
I played the first Batman Lego game over about 9 times. And the second one was open world.
I couldn't get past the first level and I cried.
And you just gave up?
Uh-huh.
How old were you? Like 2 where you didn't understand a baby?
I've tried about 6 times throughout my entire life.
When was the last time you tried?
12. Still can't get it. I don't know the trick.
What'd you fuck? What?
I can't figure out the trick.
I beat that game 9 times as a 5-year-old, so I want to just see this 12-year-old mind over here working hard at this Batman game. I need to see it in action.
My 3DS is at my house. I'll bring it next time.
Absolutely, dude.
If I can find the Batman game.
I need to fucking see
Stop
this.
it.
Sorry, that's so fire to me. Because I love the shit out of that
I
game.
can't beat the Batman game?
I want to see like what you're doing, and I just want to press like a button to fix it. Because I know I'm going to be able to fix that shit. The money memories are going to flow. Is it like you're dying from a boss? That's too hard, or you can't figure out like a puzzle?
I can't figure out the first puzzle. Where you have to like get past the ooze, or whatever the fuck that glowing liquid is. It's like green or something.
Yeah, man, I was a pro at that game.
Can't fucking figure it out.
Ultimate pro.
If I can find the Lego Batman game, it's in my room somewhere. I might not be able to find it, but if I do, I'll bring it next time. And then you can watch me fail. Relentlessly.
Dude, watch you play it and you beat it in front of me for the first time ever. You finally figured it out. That would be the...
I'll slam my head through a fucking wall.
That'd be a life-changing experience.
It would be a life-ending experience, because I'd be dead. I'd
Honestly,
shield myself.
It's so good. I'm so sad that you failed it, because it's such a good...
Yeah, I never got to actually play the game, because I'm too fucking stupid.
The second one's really fun.
I bought the game, and then couldn't play it, and I was so fucking sad.
I hate that. When you buy a game, you're like, this sucks dick. This fucking sucks dick. And you turn Boston.
Well, I don't buy games unless I know they're good, and I know that game is good. I just wasn't able to fucking play it because I'm a retard. Yeah.
If you had to choose this now, let me explain why I did this, because you're gonna think I'm a method again.
All right.
I said it sucks fucking dick with a weird accent.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to pick one accent, which one would you be to have?
Probably this one that I'm speaking in right now.
Oh, boring. I want an accent for sure, dude.
Actually, no. I choose British accent because that probably give me the most advantages in terms of employment, because people love to employ British people for some reason.
I'd go Irish for sure, dude. I love a good Irish accent. They get me going.
My balls are huge.
That's how I feel when I hear an Irish accent.
Also, if I had a British accent, I would be able to use British slang without sounding like a fucking moron.
Look, say bloody.
Yeah. Like, if I just say bloody nonsense, shag kids, that sounds super stupid in this accent that I'm using.
And aggressive as fuck.
Yeah, sorry about that, anyone who understands what that means. I'm sorry for the aggressive overstatement, but...
You need to relax.
That was the first example of British slang.
I heard shag kids, so I'm like...
That was the first example of British slang that came in my head.
What, fucking kids?
Nonce means pedophile, so bloody nonce is shag kids.
Fucking Why is it the first thing that came to your head?
Nonce
You're a
is
psychopath.
Nonce is a very memorable word. I'm sorry, man.
Whoa.
Especially once you figure out what
To
it
you
means.
or in general?
In general.
I thought like your childhood nonce. You're like, dude, that's I remember the day. Like, there's
No.
a bad day where
No,
nonce
I'm
is
just saying,
rememberable.
when you hear someone say nonce, first of all, it doesn't sound like a normal word.
No, I think you sound like a dumbass.
Yeah.
What do they call it? British people, they call their garbage can something different. We call it garbage can. They call it like bin.
I don't know. What the fuck are you talking about?
British people call their garbage can something different.
I don't think so.
Dude.
People call garbage cans different things in different states of the U.S. So
Well, they're fucking idiots in the Americas.
people say trash
that was
bin, garbage bin. I hear people from Kingston call it different things.
Well, trash bin and garbage bin are a little bit different, but they call it like something very different.
I don't think so.
Like wheelie bin.
I've never heard that ever.
Dude, I swear to God. I swear fucking God. I promise you that. I don't know where I'm from. Like 6 countries in a sentence. No, but for sure Irish accent, dude. It makes all the body. Ready? Here's the body. You see it? You see what part this is? Dripping.
Wow. All right, then.
Yeah. You can figure that out.
Interesting that you made an adult body with the sizes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking kids.
All right.
I'm not gonna fuck kids. We talked about this last time, sadly, but people who fuck kids are fucked up.
Bloody nonsense.
Well, not last time, in episode 6. This is episode 8 we're recording right now. 7 comes out today. So, we record kind of in advance, but not really, depending on the day. We had 2 in advance, but then we skipped one weekend. Because we're fucking bitches. I'm a bitch. Je suis une biche. I would love...
His attempt at French. You good?
The way we both drank it at the same time, dumb. We were like, both of us.
I didn't even notice. Can't believe you found that so
You
funny.
drank it like this. At the same time, because we're fucking dumb. We're drinking Beppis, by the way, just saying.
Pepsi.
Look at that Beppis spike. Pepsi or Coke?
They're different. But if I had to choose one for the
Yes, they're different! Oh,
But if
thank
I-
you!
but
That's
if
like
I-
telling me this and that's different. Thanks, bud. Wasn't the question.
Anyways, if I had to choose one for the rest of L life, probably Pecky, because it's
Good, good,
healthier.
Oh, well, taste-wise, come on.
You're wearing a Coca-Cola shirt. Fuck you mean?
I just liked it because it looks fucking stupid, but
Oh.
Pepsi all the way.
I have a picture of you wearing that shirt in love with a birch tree.
yeah. One of the best pictures of me.
Whenever
Very
I
sadly.
see you wearing that shirt, I think of that picture.
Dude, when I get a job, it's gonna be so bad. They're gonna do a search for me, and they're gonna find me, eventually, and they're just gonna see pages of Down syndrome, all our Instagram downs, all our fucking Facebook downs, like all this downs everywhere, scattered downs, and they're gonna be like, we don't know, this is a risk. Taking means a risk. The first picture they're gonna see of me ever is me like, with this fucking birch tree. God damn it. Because I think you send in your resume and then they
Boopity
check
boop.
you. But before we even interview this guy, let's fucking see if he rapes kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would post that online?
Well, like, they can check your public records. That's what I meant. Background check. Not just a social media check. Isn't that sad? Your job can be based on something you did in social media.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you got drunk and ran around naked in, like, a dorm.
Well, I mean, it
In
makes
college,
sense if you're the
and then
type of person who does
Yeah,
dumb
but, like,
shit.
that's, let's be honest here. When I get a job in, like, say 10 years, I have a job, I'm working consistently. I'm not going to talk about rape and talk about fucking kids with different accents or Lego games all the time, making faces like this, staring at people. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work my job.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of unfair to base someone off of their mistakes. Because people make mistakes, everybody. We're here to teach you. This is the big secret reveal. The whole point of Shitheads is to teach you magical things. Surprise! Oopsies. Believe it or not, that's the point. And it's all about believing in yourself. Everything we do here is about believing in yourself. You can do anything you want. I hate when people say that to me.
What?
You can do whatever you want in
You
life.
can.
Yeah, but
It's
I know.
not easy, but you can.
I know.
Right.
Like, I know that. When someone's like, you can do anything, I'm like, I know. Just rub that in my face. I gotta work hard for that. You don't need to just tell me that. They make it sound easy. Dude, you can do anything in life. Look at this world around us. You can do anything. Actually, no, I can't. Believe it or not, if I want to become an airplane pilot, I have to get eye surgery. plonk her new fucking eyes in, go to school for like 6 years, and then fly planes around, and while I'm flying, constantly under the stress of people dying behind me. So I can't just do anything I want, motherfucker. I can't just do what I want. If I want to be a professional basketball player, I gotta gain like 3 feet in height, dye my skin, and then I gotta bounce.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry. Redact that previous statement.
Shit, dude, that was rough for you. Yeah, I wanted
Holy
to,
shit! He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that for real.
Sorry, I had to slip in something funny, just to
Dye my skin. Jesus Christ.
I mean, in basketball, let's be honest here, more of the popular players are dark.
That's because black
Because-
people are athletic.
No,
typically.
because black people are fucking awesome.
Yeah, but they're also typically athletic.
Historically, besides like psychotic African clans that just like run around on horses and mow down villages for some reason, black people are way better than white people, in my books. Miles better. Obviously,
Except
black
we
people can
invented
be
more
assholes too. But I'm just saying black people are way better than white people. They are. Like, look at white history. There's so much bad shit. Of course there's good shit.
There's bad shit in black history too.
Yeah, but not...
It's just not taught
Most
in
of it's
schools.
about us doing bad things to them. You look up black history, you're gonna see whites rape, whites whip, whites use them as fucking all this shit, all these lists of things we've done.
Yeah, there's also African tribes where if you do anything even
I'm
slightly...
not talking about them. They're different. Move on. We don't talk about them. They're strange. They do it. They have their own way of life. You like spear the wrong fish type, and they're like, all right, you lose your toes now. And you're like,
We're gonna cut your dick off.
but they're all like that with each other.
Yeah.
That's a different. They have a way of life. I'm talking about like white people in general are assholes to everybody. We're like, this is our world. We do it our way. So we're racist. That's history for you. Now it's getting better, but
I think historically most whites and most blacks have been good, and then there's always the bad ones. There's always
yeah, but there's way more bad white ones.
there's always the bad white people who are racist pieces of shit that want to kill all the Africans, and then there's always the African people who run these weird tribes where they cut people's dicks off.
Yeah, but like everyone cuts their dicks off. That's I want a button that I can press that it's just just me saying that. Just everyone cuts their dicks off. No, what I meant is like in the tribe they all agree these are the rules. Like if you kill the wrong fish, your toes get cut off.
Not really, because people are just born into that tribe, so that's where they
that's
live.
that's the way you live. But it's not like we were white people. And we're like, see your skin because of that, you're gonna come work for me or I kill everyone you love.
Yeah, but
That's fucked up.
also these African tribes where they war against each other. Also, when the white people first showed up to Africa, I'm sure like there was several cases of African people just trying to fucking kill them because they
It's
don't
because
want
they
them
show up to
here.
their country randomly.
Yeah. Okay.
Or how we like showed up in Canada and we're like, fuck you Native Americans.
Let's
Here,
just
go
cut
in
your
this
toes
school.
off.
Yeah, white people suck.
Hey, all you Native Americans, your parents, no, come with us to this school where if you don't speak English, we're gonna cut your toes off, even though you don't know how to speak English.
90,
Residential schools are so fucked up.
95% of the people I hate are white people. And I'm not just talking about the people in my life, because I live in a primarily white area. There's only maybe one black person in my neighborhood, and I can't even think of them. And there's only one Asian woman, and she's very strange. I told you about her. She's just... We don't talk to her. But, like, all the people I'm talking about in the world, like, Trump, fucking douchebag, just people like that I don't like. The only one person out of that 5%, that out of the 95 to 5%, that 5% is like Kim Jong-un. Fuck that guy. Psychopath. Crazy fuck. Or like, that dude... Fuck. That dude that, like, in the 60s, once the Navy SEALs were made, they announced the Navy SEAL that killed the dude. And then they killed the Navy SEALs. Psychopaths. Not clicking?
So me.
Fuck. They made... Iraq. Boom, 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 boom. And then, like, a dude was killed that was super bad.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
The fuck are you on about?
No, he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Shit.
Iraq, boom, 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 boom. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, there was a dude in, like, the 60s that was horrible that lived in the Middle East that, like, just caused bombs.
Okay.
And then the States, you know, the Navy SEALs, they went in and killed them. That
Okay.
guy was an asshole, too.
Okay.
And he wasn't white.
Alright.
Because I was trying to 5%. Anyways, white people suck dick. That's all I was trying to say. Racism, by the way, is fucking stupid. I know.
Spends the past 5 minutes talking about how white people are awful and then
No,
criticizes...
well, I'm white, so fuck me. Our race is horrible.
Oh.
We are just bad. Like in general, like most of us are greedy. Of course, they're great
I
people.
disagree.
In every race, there's great people. But in history, we've been very greedy and just very douchey.
History.
Also, look at our lives, Tristan. Who do you think made limestone? White old men. And who do you think made?
He's talking about our school board, by
white
the way.
old men. All curriculums. What am I learning here? You know what I learned about yesterday? A guy named fucking Frank or something that ran up a beach in like D-Day. I'm sorry you're dead, but I'm fucking here now, 80 years later. I got shit to do. I'm not worried about Frank. I've got to learn how to get a job, build a life, make a family. Fuck Frank. Frank comes last. Okay? Like, I'm not learning important stuff. Fucking holy shit. God damn, bitch. You spiking on that meter, boy.
Oh, shit.
God damn, lasagna.
I choke on a liquid.
That was hot.
Spanish.
Spanish. That's a fucking stroke. White people suck cock, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, people from every race suck a pee-pee.
Of course there's
I mean literal dick and mouth.
Of course there's bad people of each race, but I'm just saying, like, percentage-wise of which race has more bad people in their race, white people, for sure.
I don't know about that.
I do. Of course we whip. We whip, because we're dumb. We only whip together. Do you whip by yourself?
By the way, just so I can distinguish, after talking about race, we don't mean whip slaves. We mean the dance move.
Dude, wasn't even thinking about that.
Air quotes dance move.
We whipped. You know the arm twisty fuck, forward fuck? We
Yeah,
did that.
the quote unquote dance move.
Sorry for that really awkward sounds for a second.
By the way,
we were both
this-
drinking.
This? Not a dance move.
Someone was wrong when they did that. Whoever did that, whoever saw that and was like, "That's an awesome dance move." I wish I could like mind control them and be like, "You're an idiot," and shoot them down. So this never became a thing. Cause goddamn it. Did you ever see that little video of that kid that whips so hard his elbow pops in? His arm, he's like screaming because he just fucking whips so hard. It makes me scared every time I whip. Every time I whip, I'm like going really fast and then I brake. I'm like, slow down. Let's just. Like I don't want to fucking. I'm just like fuck. I just like break my arm because I whipped too hard.
The only bad experience I had with whipping was when I gave myself a concussion.
It's alright. It's story time, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready.
You've already heard this one.
I don't remember it, and they haven't.
Okay. So,
I'm fucking ready, dude.
I was waiting for the bus, and it was only me waiting for the bus. And then
Tristan alone is bad.
and then Brody was across the street at the other bus
Wait,
stop.
which one? S or A?
Sass.
Alright.
Anyways, Brody was across. Sass. Anyways, Brody was across the street, and then we were both waiting for the bus, and then we both noticed each other, and then I wave at him, and then he waves back at me, and then he dabs, and then I dab back, and then he gets up and whips at me. So then I get up and I whip back, except for you know the bus booth, how it's got a doorway,
Yeah.
and then the glass next to the doorway.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I was standing in the doorway, and then I did the whip, and then I slammed my head into the glass.
That's
super hard.
That's such a Tristan thing to do.
Literally, Brody was watching me from across the street, slam my head into the glass, and then fall down.
He was crying, right? I hope so.
I couldn't see him, and I honestly wasn't,
Because you were like,
I was
seeing stars.
I wasn't worried about Brody's reaction. I was worried about TV static in my eyeballs.
That's fucking tough. I'm so sad I wasn't there to see this. I've never been so sad about anything in my life.
I was more worried about TV static in my brain than Brody's reaction to me being an idiot. But yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
Random ass question.
Oh.
Well, not really. We're talking about buses. How did you get?
And
to
by the
know
way,
one?
after I got that concussion, went to sleep, woke up, didn't have Down syndrome, so it's a lie. Continue.
Tristan, that guy that got fucked up, that was a hard concussion.
Mm.
You hit your head on a piece of glass like an idiot.
I slammed
He
my
got a
head.
softball in the skull.
Oh.
Different like concussion where after he got up, he was like it was bad.
That's what I was like, though.
Like pounding. You're strange.
I full force slammed my head into the side of a pane of
I
glass.
just picture the noise that you just fucking fall.
I immediately dropped it.
It's also not a guaranteed thing.
I immediately ragdolled and dropped. It just fucking. It could have been like anyone could have thought I was dead. Like it was. I fucking dropped instantly. Imagine me trying to whip and then full force slamming my head into a glass pane and falling down. It's
When
hilarious.
I hurt myself, my two favorite things to do are ragdoll. Like I'll hit my hand, I'm like, it just and then I fall over, Or like I stub my toe, I'm like, fuck, that's good. I love the pain, and it helps me get over it. Yeah, I told you I did that once. I was in the kitchen. I stubbed my toe, and my mom was like coming in behind me through the door. And I was like, fucking love it! Yeah! My mom was like, she didn't see me stub my toe, so she just sees me screaming at the ground that I love it. So she's like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, what is going on? I was like, I stubbed my toe, and God, I love the pain! and then so she laughed, because I would too if I saw someone doing that. And then I was just like, now that I'm done doing one of my favorite things, I'm gonna go downstairs, Mom. And I just left.
What were you even upstairs for?
I was getting like a drink or something, and I was just walking. I stubbed my toe. I was like I just, because it hurts so bad. Stubbing your toe is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the worst pains you can experience.
Yeah. Anyways, you were gonna ask me a question.
How'd you get to Wellborn every day? I forget. Did you get drive or did you bus?
L ride.
Fuck.
Sorry, wait. No, I don't know.
Because your parents' work schedule is inconsistent.
Let me try and L remember.
I thought you took a yellow bus.
Yeah, it was L bus.
L bus. Yeah.
El Buso.
El Buso, he says, wearing it.
Oh yeah, I remember where I would get on the bus.
Where did you get on the bus?
The corner of Evangeline and my street.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hate that when you spit food you're not trying to.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm ever trying to.
Especially when it's a wet grossness like this. Sorry.
I don't even know why I held it. That's what this is for.
Mm.
So it doesn't hear that. Now, what I was gonna ask you another question, because we started talking about me screaming at my foot.
Linda has a huge ass. What is it?
What was the worst pain you've ever experienced? Like a pain that you're just like, I would rather die than keep going with this.
I could probably think of a couple because I'm fucking stupid.
Oh yeah. Someone who jumps out of windows after cat is an idiot for sure.
Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that didn't hurt me. That was just me being an idiot.
No, I'm just saying the kind of person that would do that can definitely get hurt so bad.
Yeah. Anyways,
You going?
Definitely the first one that I can easily think of is when I was skating and I cut my middle finger off partially. The scar is still there, by the way. You can see it.
Wouldn't that hurt so bad you went into shock and couldn't feel it? Yeah.
See that? That little whiteness right there that you can barely see? That's where that was. Just like the tip of my finger was just kind of like dangling there. It was pretty awful.
The worst pain I ever experienced, for sure. I'll see if I can show you the scar. My foot's on the table right now. I don't know. It's right on my knee. It should be. I'm kind of colorblind, so can you see those like white marks?
Yeah.
That's when I told you I fell off my bike and skidded my knee like 12 feet on the concrete.
Oh yeah, and there was blooded skin all over the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that, and it hurt, but I was in shock because I didn't just scrape my knee. I hit it and then scraped it. So my body was like, just shut those nerves off. We don't need those right now. That's not good.
I also went into shock, but it was weird. I was seeing in black and white, which I know you already do that, so probably didn't make a difference for you. But when I went into shock, everything was black and white, and like there was like darkness in the corner of my eyes, and everything
I've had that before.
I could only see black and white and red, and there was darkness in the corner of my eyes. That's what it
had
looked
to
like.
happen to me. I'll talk about that in a second. But
Also, I could see the veins in my eyeballs,
the worst pain,
like very clearly.
about the leg thing, wasn't the leg. It didn't even hurt that bad. It was when I poured peroxide on it to keep it clean every day because it was an open wound. That was really bad. Holy shit! Peroxide on a finger doesn't hurt. But on a huge open wound where you pour it and it's constantly got shit touching it, you just pour it and your whole knee's like white fuzz. God, that's the worst pain ever. It's screaming I love the pain, but without screaming that you love the pain, you hate the pain. Like fuck! Like it's just no! Like you hate your life. You're like you'd rather get amputated. End of story.
Feels like you're becoming the Hulk in that first Hulk movie.
Oh, it's the worst.
Where he takes that injection and he's like freaking the fuck
please
out.
be green, please be green. Like you're just like fucking hoping.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway.
Okay.
Or like in Spider-Man where the guy who becomes the Goblin.
Green
he's like in that
Osborn.
chamber and they put the gas and he's like freaking the fuck out.
And then he
That's how
gets
you
like
feel.
nipples.
Yeah.
Fuck. He gets like weird spikes on his back and he just jumps out the window at the dude because he
kills everyone.
Yeah, asshole.
Crazy.
What an asshole.
I know.
You ever get the wind knocked out of you? That's the worst. I'm gonna tell you how dumb I am. In grade 4.
I used to have a horrible lung capacity. It's increased a lot since I started listening to rap, because obviously. But my lung capacity used to just be garbage, and then when I ever got the wind knocked out of me, honestly, 50% dying.
This happened to me one time. Let me tell. First of all, it involves a snowman. So you know this is really fucking bad. So, you know Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
Told you about Tyler. This is when I was friends with them. Now, something's in my mind that isn't my mind sometimes. It's like a floppy disk. You take it out and put something else in. And that day, something else was in. My mind was on my desk at home. I left it there. So, that day, shit, I am fucking dumb. Yeah, you can see the levels right there. I don't know why it's so
No,
small
I was
here.
looking at
It's
the
really
time.
loud.
I was looking at the time. Anyways,
I'm gonna make
continue.
it red and yellow.
Continue.
Sorry.
Continue your snowman knockout story.
Snowman knockout story wearing socks. Dude, that's the title. Snowman knockout story, and you'll figure it out. But fuck me, I'm stupid. I can't even tell you why I did this. Recess just ended. Everyone knows what recess is in public school. If you call it something else in the States, it's like the time in between learning and eating where you go outside and just fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I think they call it recess too, but
I
whatever.
think they call it break or something. I don't know.
Also, public school is, I know you have, what is it, like they have like middle school, which is like 4 years because you're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
We have public school, which is kindergarten to grade 8, and then high school, and then college is optional.
I think for them, grade 5 to grade
I
8
think.
is middle school. It might be grade 6 to
Which,
grade
by the
8.
way, a whole building for 3 grades? Nice fucking thought bubble.
I mean, it kind of makes sense because once you get to the age of like grade 5 or grade 6, you start to be a super fucked up human being. So
Yeah, but still. Anyways, kindergarten to grade 8, I was like grade 4 or 5. And there was a snowman, but the snowman wasn't really a snowman anymore. It was the bottom ball. So it was like as high as this desk. It was just the bottom big ass ball. Somebody spent a day on this fucking thing. Oh, it big all day. And me in snow pants, thick jacket, big boots was I can jump that. So what I did was I saw it go, and I looked at Jeremy and Tyler. I was like, guys, look at this. And now here's the school, and we were here, and here's the ball. So everyone's going this way, and I'm running through a crowd at a giant snowball in SWAT gear. So I look so stupid. Remember, I have big boots on, and I jump at the ball, and my legs that day were like, go fuck yourself. So they just stayed down. So I literally just hopped, and I hit the ball with my legs and bent and landed on my face, but my legs stayed on the ball, so my back bent down, and I was just like that feeling of you fucked up. I was like on the ground, and a teacher comes up to me and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm on the ground like dying, and she asks me what I'm doing. First of all, kind of bitch. I'm clearly not just reading the newspaper. I'm dying. I'm literally dying. So I'm on the ground trying to breathe, and she goes, "What is going on? What are you doing?" And I just went snowball and had the wind knocked out of me. I literally thought it was over, and that's when my eyes got all dark, and I was like, "Oh, this is the day. It's over right here."
Mm-hmm.
I literally thought I died from a snowball. Men have died in wars, or they've died from horrible diseases that they fought for years. I died from a snowball. I thought it was all over. I thought I wouldn't be able to walk again.
Trying to be a retard and jump over
I
a
was
snowball.
moving my legs while being scared that I wasn't be able to walk again. I'm fucking stupid. Anyways, that's my story about how I knocked the wind out of myself.
Good job.
Yeah, I've done it again, another time, but it was more reasonable.
Most of the time when I would get the wind knocked out of me as a child.
What the fuck just happened?
Most of the time.
It was out of me.
Most of the time when I would get my wind knocked out of me as a child, it was because of people trying to beat the shit out of me.
That's really sad.
Yeah, people hate me.
Yeah, I have that effect too. I have that effect on people.
Except you do it on purpose, and people don't like to pick fights with you.
Yeah, cause
People fucking love to pick fights with me. Because they're stupid.
The reason, I'm gonna get back to the whole this show being about inspiration.
Inspiration.
Time to teach you guys how to fend off a bully at early stages. If you're starting to get bullied, the
Fuck
best
their
thing,
ass.
You could fuck them. You might not just get loss of bullies. You also might get loss of money because you're paying off lawsuits for raping a child. But it's up to you. I don't suggest the raping route. Moving on.
I meant fuck them up.
The best thing you can do is at the very beginning of where the bullying starts. Just be the biggest asshole ever. If anybody comes up to you, just immediately go fuck yourself for no reason. You'll never have bullies. Pretty straightforward.
Also, telling teachers does jack shit. I'm sorry.
The closest,
Gotta be honest.
The closest thing.
All right.
Oh, all right.
I guess
We're so dumb.
Audacity's
Okay.
hard.
So we just had someone came downstairs to talk to us, and Tristan just smashed his phone a fucking Pepsi can. Dumbass.
Not on the screen, so it's fine.
It's still just was so stupid. You're like, I got an experiment.
I wanted to try and see if I could crush the can with my phone because I
Yeah,
didn't feel like
yeah,
putting
yeah.
it on the ground and
You're an
stepping on it
idiot,
in my
buddy.
bare feet.
Anyways, what we're talking about, bullies?
Mm-hmm.
Bullies? What specifically? How to deal with faggots?
Not gay people.
Yeah, we love those. Crowd those around yourself.
Love gay
Inspirational
people.
t-shirt.
Hate faggots.
Yeah. We use it
T-shirt.
differently because we're gender neutral.
He's an idiot.
Because we're accepting. Faggot for us means asshole because we're accepting. Nothing to do with gay people.
We love gay people. We hate faggots. That should be a T-shirt.
Dude,
should
that'll
be a
either
t-shirt
go
that just says-
super well or so
horribly.
bad in the community.
Love gays. Hate fags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll. Well, if you say hate fags, they'll be like, oh, you don't like cigarettes? Because
I mean, I hate cigarettes too, so it's a double whammy.
There's that every douchebag. Yeah, it could be like your backup. If they're like, yeah, faggot's a horrible word, and then they like high five you, and if they're like, I mean, cigarettes, like absolutely, like just accept it. Don't get involved. Anyways, when I talk, it's stupid. Anyways, the best way to deal with bullies is just be an asshole.
Also, sorry, but gotta say it, telling me a T-shirt doesn't really do anything.
It doesn't have minimal sock.
At least in my experience, it helps not at all. Maybe other people have had good things. I have not.
Also, chances are, if you've had one scat with a bully that didn't go horrible, like they didn't just start beating the shit out of you, it was like a screaming match, and you won, then you got good cred. That's kind of what happened to me. I was just an asshole. The most that happens to me is someone calls me a queer and just runs away. Like today. I looked at this kid and I said Looty Dung, repeating my friend right here. Said Looty Dung. Didn't hear him, so I was like, he said Looty Dung, and he called me a queer and ran away. Because that's the world we live in. People are subjective to gay people in a rude way. That is not okay.
You and me call people faggots all the time, so.
Yeah, but like you and me just said, faggot doesn't mean anything. He clearly, that kind of person was calling me a queer to make me upset about being gay. Which, by the way, I'm not gay, so you call me a queer, just makes you homophobic.
I mean, queer technically means thing that's different.
I know, but
So
let's be honest here.
he's not very educated.
He did not
so.
mean that. He wasn't like, you're different,
Mm-hmm.
because I got wrecked then, right? But he clearly was calling me gay, because it's that kind of person.
At least I ride my bike.
Which, by the way, what is that doing? Calling someone gay. You're gay. And I've had this conversation.
Or calling anyone anything, actually.
I've had this conversation with multiple people and twice with the same person. Cole, you know that fucking autism?
Uh-huh.
One time, he was standing in front of my seat. This kid's an asshole. So instead of saying, sorry, can you excuse me? I pushed him out of the way and sat down. And he goes, you're gay. And so I turned around and alright, so we have this conversation again? Because we've already had it once. And I was like, I'm not gay. So when you call me gay, you just sound homophobic because you clearly don't like me right now. I see that. You're stressed. I get it. But calling me gay is just rude to gay people. Because I know I'm not gay. You calling me gay doesn't make me realize, oh, I like penis. And even if it did, why is that a bad thing? Are you homophobic? This man is homophobic. Everybody, this man is homophobic. And then, after I said that and everyone was now looking at us, he called me a faggot. Amazing.
Excellent job, Cole.
Yeah.
He's in my English class. He's a lot nicer in my English class, though.
Yeah, well, I'm an asshole to him.
Oh, well, that's why.
Yeah. It started because he hung out with Isaac.
Idiots.
And they were acting stupid. And they bumped into me. And then I turned around and said, grapevines. Because I'm an idiot. Him, Reese, and Cole bumped into me. And I moved and I was like, grapevines. Like, I turned around not knowing what to expect. And then it was all them. And he was like, whoa, faggot. And I was like, oh. And that's the first time I explained it to him.
Mm.
And I was like, that just makes you homophobic. And I was like, I won't embarrass you, but let's relax next time. And he's like, this kid's fucking. And they just walked away. So then we had a nuisance of hate for each other ever since.
Brown boner.
I had that with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I hate them and they hate me just
You
as
love
much.
making enemies.
God, I fucking love it so much. I honestly don't know why. I get a big smile every time I make a new enemy.
You're a sociopath.
Voice crack of the interval.
Yeah. of the interval. How about brain crack? How's that?
Yeah, if you could just... I don't know why I did that.
He made a weird face.
If you could just speak any language on the spot, what language would you learn? The entire language, better than English.
Chinese 100%.
100p, Chinese.
Good job.
Yeah, I'd learn Morse code.
It's not a language.
In my book for it is.
Oh. Morse code's easy. You just have to memorize the certain patterns for
I
every
remember all of
letter.
it.
Yeah.
Cause like, say you and me are kidnapped.
There was like 2 days where I had all of Morse code down pat.
Say we were kidnapped, and they had us tied up, and like we were on chairs with bags on our head, and we can't plan because if we plan out loud, then they know the plan. And I can feel your back and you feel mine, and I'm like telling you the plan with Morse code.
That'd be fire.
That would be fire as fuck.
Super unlikely scenario though.
Absolutely.
I feel like you and me would. I feel like you and me would, like get out of the kidnapping before we got to location 1.
Hopefully. We'd probably we'd be like in the back of a truck. We would like stand up and cause such a problem. Like the truck drives into a ditch and it blows up, and you and me just have burns the rest of our life because we're so stupid. Better than getting raped and killed. Moving on. But like Morse code would be cool. Like I could see you across the room and just be like.
Remember?
And people would just be like, "What the fuck? Who the fuck?" But in Chinese, I was like, if I went up to you, I was like, "Who now? T two," and there was like some person that speaks Chinese that walked by. I was like, "This fucking," because we'd probably be like, "Fuck black butts," but we'd say it in Chinese, so we'd just sound whole ass stupid. But Morse code, I look at you and I say "fuck black butts," I'm like,
Yeah, except no one in our school knows Chinese, except for maybe like 3 people, so I think we'd be okay.
well, Morse code you can also do silently, which is a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to learn Chinese sign language.
It's really complicated, so good fucking luck.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know there was Chinese sign language.
There is, and
I
it's
thought there was
it's
just
sick.
sign language, like it was its own thing.
No, there's Chinese sign language.
That's fire. I'm watching a video on that after.
Huh.
Chinese sign language, watching that. Or is it just like... That's my sign language.
Remember when you and me would do those hand symbols in class and confuse the shit out of everyone? That was so funny. It's too bad we don't have classes together anymore, because I'd love to still do that.
I used to do that with strangers. I look over them and be... I look over them and be like... like just make
And
a
then
random...
Ethan got in on it. Remember that?
And he was doing it.
Yeah, it was
We
so
didn't even
funny.
talk to him about it. He just started doing it, and
Yeah,
all three of us were like
he started joining our...
communicating across the classroom.
We'd be like... And then Olivia Blackburn would be like...
I do this one to people all the time. I look at them, I'm like... Sometimes it's really hard to hold a straight face, though, and then you laugh and you ruin everything. I look at them, I'm just like fucking laughing, and they're like, "Oh, this kid's autistic." But if I look at them, I'm like, "Dude!" Like across the room, "What are you doing?" And they're like, and they do it back, and I'm like, "No! That's horrible! Look! Now you get it, right?" And then they just like fucking end their own lives because they're so confused. Yeah, I'm stupid.
I think it's fucking hilarious to confuse strangers with made-up sign language.
If I didn't learn Morse code, though, I'd learn Spanish.
One time I had to
So I can fucking talk to Senora properly. That's the only reason.
Mhm.
Just make the last couple months of careers class easier on me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I feel like it'd be so cool. I'm like, and people are like, you just sound fucking fire.
Spanish is flames.
Yeah. Game of love, baby. I don't know why I said that.
I think you just thought of Spanish, then thought of French, and tried to say language of love, but thought of Game of Love, which is an Eminem song.
Fucked everything up.
Yeah.
I actually tried to say that Spanish is the language of love.
Mm.
Which, you know, people have different... which language do you think is the language of love? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? If you did...
That was me not knowing how to respond.
Here we go, guys. He just put one hand, put his hand to the left and made a rainbow arc over himself and just smiled at the sky. For no reason.
That was me not knowing how to respond.
I think the language of love is one of these 3.
I think there's a lot of languages of love.
French, Spanish, or Italian. Those are the main ones.
Mm.
But I couldn't choose one.
I mean, they're all considered Romance languages, which
I
are
also don't
developed
speak
from Latin.
Fucking any of them, so... Well then, Latin is the language of love.
Latin created the languages.
Not again, please.
Latin created the languages of love.
So it is the true language of love.
Basically what happened was people live in Ukraine. Then they...
What happens is, people live in Ukraine.
I'm serious, just listen. I'm giving you the history of Latin.
Here we go.
So what happened was people live in Ukraine or Turkey a long ass time ago. We're not sure which one yet because the records are hard to find. And then those people migrate around the world. And then they go to... Oh, and they speak a language called Proto-Indo-European, by the way.
Holy shit.
And then they migrate to all over the world.
Was that what it was called then, or do we just call it
That's
that
what we
now?
call it now, because we don't know what the name was at the time.
Oh, that's so sad.
No, we don't have any records of it. Anyways, so then those people, the Proto-Indo-Europeans, they migrate all over the lands, and some of them go to Italy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Iberian lands. and then
The Iberian.
the ones in Italy start speaking Latin, a very old version of Latin, and then that version of Latin slowly gets more developed into the Latin that we are familiar with, and then there's a certain accent of that Latin that I can't remember the name of, because fuck my life, and then that accent, the people from that area of Italy, they just start going to all those other countries in Europe, and then they start speaking slightly differently until they're speaking all different languages, and then those are all the Romance languages, because Latin was spoken by the Romans, and that's where it comes from.
Blood and Pain. I thought of Romans. I thought of like how they're just like, you know what I want to watch today? Tiger maul a man's leg.
Yeah.
I almost said legs, man. Shit.
Yeah.
What's your favorite cell? Fuck.
Context.
Here's what I thought. This is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of the word mitochondria for no reason at all. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, if you had to be the mitochondria of one cell, what cell would you choose to be the mitochondria of?
If you asked me that, I would tell you right now.
I'm asking you that. Just reaches over and slams my hand on the desk.
So I have to be the mitochondria of a cell that can actually have a mitochondria. It's not just what my favorite cell is. Because some cells don't have mitochondria.
Your favorite cell?
Okay, my favorite cell? L-spermatozoon.
Sperm cell?
No, that was the joke answer.
I was honestly like, knowing you, that could have been your real answer.
By the way, a lot of people don't know this. Sperm is actually short for spermatozoon.
That's weird.
Yeah.
If I had to choose a cell, I would definitely choose I would choose books
L potato
so I
cell?
could start learning.
Oh.
Potato cell for sure. Then potato cell.
Yeah.
Do they have mitochondria?
No. But you said favorite cell anyway, so...
God damn it! I just wanted to be able to say I rock the mitochondria of the potato shell. Cell. Fuck.
Potato shell.
That would be a fire shirt. I rock the mitochondria of a potato cell. But fuck potatoes. They're boring.
They don't have mitochondria. Sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
They're plant cells. Plant cells never have mitochondria. I don't think.
You didn't do well in science, if you're wondering.
At least I think so. But maybe they do have mitochondria and I sound like a fucking idiot, but I'm pretty sure they don't.
Let's be honest here. When are you gonna need to know that? You and me both do fine in life. I didn't know that.
If I ever become a cell scientist, it's basically
I'm
it.
sure as fuck ain't doing that. So
I don't like biology, so...
that's what I mean. If I wanted to be a cell scientist, then I get taught that stuff. I shouldn't just be taught that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to
it's
know.
It's waste of my brain storage.
I don't need to know that the mitochondria is about outside the cell. I do not need to know that. Where I just came from, I'm unsure. This is bullshit, dude.
Basically just takes up space in the disk drive of my brain that I don't need taken up.
Someone just sifted through general career titles and just placed them in a book. That's what they did. All the information, and then taught it to us as if I give a fuck. It's so stupid. Honestly, like, science and math are the most annoying ones. Sometimes in English, I can see why we're doing it. I mean, like, do I really need to know that much literacy? I can write and people can read it. That's all.
No, they can't.
Well, not talking about my handwriting, but what I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
They can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to be so specific with punctuation and, like, paragraph
I think
spaces
having
and...
stupid punctuation kind of makes you look dumb.
If you look dumb, you look dumb, but if you could read it, it's fine. That's my point. It's about reading. It's not about story time. Fuck. Well, I guess it is about story time if you're reading something I wrote.
Do you only write stories?
Well,
Shut the fuck up.
well, what the fuck? Ask me a beautiful question about life and nature, and then you tell me to shut the fuck up. He's collapsing, it's over, Tower collapse, tower down. Adele. What the... Hiroshima.
Delayed reaction.
Hot.
Oh my god, what happened?
You ever do that?
No.
No.
Do I ever do this?
No.
No.
Is someone ever holding food and you're just like, open your mouth and like, dunk it in, baby? Is it strange that we do that? I don't ever see any other animals play with their food. I see other animals eat their food and finish it as fast as they can.
That's because we have the
humans will have popcorn. We're just like, yo, dunk it in my mouth, and then you're just like, oh, I missed. Do it again. Put an almond with it, dude. Nail it.
That's because
There's
humans.
like 100 on the floor and one in your mouth.
That's because humans have the privilege of being the dominant species on the planet. We can get food whenever we want. But animals in the wild, they're worried about when they're going to get their next meal, so they're more important with their food. We're just assholes who get whatever we want, so we don't care.
Isn't that fucked?
Yeah.
A little bit. You know what? If the world, here we go. This is gonna make, holy, this is gonna make anyone fuck. Anybody can fuck me now.
It's not an open invitation to rape.
Fuck. Think about it this way: if the universe is infinite, 100% there's a planet with every animal owning it in their own way.
Mm-hmm.
There's a planet out there just like this one, except animals of different types are in charge, like elephants.
And then humans are the natural monkeys that look for fruit and eat it.
Unlike humans in that world never got this evolved.
Mm-hmm.
Same world except for humans don't rule it, elephants do.
Yeah. Or
So-
orca whales. Or
Right.
octopuses. If you say octopi,
Well,
I'm gonna hurt you.
They rule the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
But like elephant kings.
Hey man, humans learned how to control what happens in the ocean. I'm sure if octopuses had enough time, they could figure out how to dominate the land. They'd make like
They found out how to make medicine and they managed to live longer and then they got really big and like walked around.
yeah, and then they figured out how they could like get air tanks but filled with water so that they can go on land. Kind of like how
Imagine-
we can go underwater.
Imagine how the world would be right now if the
They would have like submarines. They'd have like cars that are filled with water, and it's like their version of a submarine, but it's just a car that's flooded.
like SpongeBob where he has to wear the water tank to go into Sandy's fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Does that work though?
By the way, I'm an idiot. Octopuses can breathe above the water, so
And below the water?
I'm
or they
pretty
just hold their breath for so long?
I'm pretty sure
Look it
they.
up.
I'm pretty sure they can breathe.
I don't want to get this wrong. Look it up.
All right.
Can I actually put where
I'm pretty fucking sure that octopuses.
When you need to refill the water though,
Yeah,
in
because
that
you run
land
out.
machine,
You have to refill air
you run out of
tanks.
oxygen.
You have to refill
Yeah,
air
that's what I
tanks.
mean.
Yeah, same thing.
So that'd be really hard though.
No, you could pump oxygen into water. So
Oh, I guess they need to get on land to figure out how to do that, to get the resources needed, because all the technology that we use to pump oxygen is in a space where you can do it underwater. You can't. It'll fuck everything up. The technology to do it. In this world where octopuses make submarines that go on land,
oh my god, if I look up can octopuses breathe out of water is number 1.
this is a common question. Can they?
Oh, okay. So they can absorb oxygen through their gills and through their skin, but it's harder for them to absorb it through their skin. So they use the oxygen faster than they can breathe it through their skin. So they can only be on land for a short period of time.
Oh.
Yeah. So they can go on land, just not for too long.
They can breathe both ways though.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick, dude.
But they can't breathe forever on land because they use up the oxygen faster. They breathe it through their skin.
I'm sure if like one just sat there and like meditated, he wouldn't use very much oxygen.
Well, humans have this instinct where when we go underwater, we conserve our breath, but octopuses don't have that the other way around.
Actually,
so
I can hold my breath above water for longer than I can underwater.
I can hold it longer underwater, for sure.
Underwater, you're typically moving just to keep yourself floating or something, so you also use it faster. I'm a big dude. I start sinking if I hold my breath. Well, if I do, depending on the shape I'm in.
I can float, but only if I'm facing downwards on my stomach and my face is in the water.
Typically, I'm moving though. If I'm holding my breath, it's probably because I'm going underwater. I don't
Mhm.
just like sit underwater and hold my breath. I've done that before, because kids are stupid and that's how they spend their time.
The longest I've held my breath on land is 4 minutes. I could probably go like 6 minutes underwater, I think.
That's really fucking 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you die?
No.
Did you start getting really bad?
Yeah.
Were you in immense pain?
Yeah, but I did it. I lasted 4
Okay,
minutes.
well, I was assuming
I did-
you were
I
holding
didn't-
your
I
breath to a
didn't-
point where it started to hurt,
I
not
wasn't-
to where you thought you were gonna die.
It didn't start hurting until the last 30 seconds, so I'm pretty good.
Because your body realized it needed oxygen, it forgot, and your body was slowly collapsing, but you didn't know it, so you felt fine, and then it was like, wait a second, fuck! And then it turned all the levers back on.
What I did was there's a breathing technique where you have super huge inhales and then really fast exhales so that it pumps all the CO2 out of your body so that your lungs are filled with just pure oxygen. So it's called the Wim Hof breathing method. So what I did is I did the Wim Hof breathing method for like half an hour straight. And then I swallowed a bunch of air in my stomach to have an extra backup tank. And then I put my face in a bowl of water and I put on a timer and sat there. And I lasted 4 minutes. I wanted to see how fast or how long I could really go, and there you go.
You need to get a hobby.
Yeah, I get really bored when I'm by myself at home.
You get so bored you put your head in a bowl of water. That's a t-shirt for sure. I got so bored I put my head in a bowl of water.
Yeah, but the main activity wasn't putting my head in water. I was using that to help
It
me
just
breathe
sounds
longer.
funny. That sentence. Isn't it crazy how like kids, generation after generation, there's some things that all kids do the same.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird.
It's human instincts, man.
Like running fast was cool.
It is. I still like running fast. I
Yeah,
love
but
it.
like when you were
Love
like,
that feeling of exhilaration through
when
the
you were
air.
young, running fast was a big dictator on who's cool.
Oh yeah.
Not for me, because I've always been the asshole that was just like, you like running? What the fuck? You're weird. There's 60 that run really fast to your friends. The fuck? I'm friends with someone I like. I had a brain at a young age, so
I
when I
wasn't-
saw kids, I wasn't like, oh, dude, you run sick? Fucking, let's go play paintball. No, I was like, I like this guy's personality.
I wasn't friends for people on how fast they could run,
For
but
people.
I was still part of the running game, where to see who could be the best.
I wasn't because I like to not waste my time.
Well, when I was little, I actually enjoyed going to school and I enjoyed interacting with the people. So
Oh, I never liked school, though. I've hated school. Not as much as I do now, but
I
I've
liked
always hated school.
from up until like grade 3, school was great, and then it started to go downhill.
For the day I was born, I was that kid. Actually, that's a lie. In Henderson, I like school. Because in kindergarten, what do you do? Nothing.
Mhm.
Play with blocks all day. It's literally basically fucking, what's it called? Playground? Wrong! What's that thing called where you drop your kids off and, like, come back later? It's not school. Daycare. Shit in my mouth, please.
I used to go to daycare.
That's what kindergarten pretty much is. Daycare with a little bit of learning.
Mhm.
You learn, like, the ABCs.
And the learning is like how to count, and that's it.
It's like, guys, how do you count to 5? And then they say it, and they're like, all right, play
You
with
know what's
blocks all day.
insane? When I was in kindergarten, counting to 25 was an achievement.
Yeah.
A fucking achievement. The first time I counted to 25, I was celebrating.
And I like see on YouTube like counting to 1 billion, and then you're like, okay, idiot.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we're weird.
When I was in kindergarten,
What's cool
when I was
and
when I
what
was in-
isn't is strange.
When I was in kindergarten, I first counted to 25, and I was like dancing and like screaming and cheering, like woohoo, we counted to 25, guys. And then I went home and asked my dad what the highest number he counted to was, and he said 3,000, and I was like, oh, whoa! And then I was
Of
amazed.
course, your dad would just sit there and count to 3,000.
I used to count.
That's a your dad thing
I used to count too.
and a you thing.
I didn't have any
You're
friends,
a lot like your dad.
so I would just count.
So you would just count
Yeah, to pass the time.
and you'd start over. You said the highest number I counted to was 1,000. What's the highest number you've ever counted to?
Me?
Yeah.
4 billion. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I was gonna be surprised if that's even possible.
4,267. It was in the car.
The highest number I counted to was 100 because I got bored. Counting just randomly.
I was in the car and I had nothing to do, and I was with my entire family in its tiny fucking car, and I hated my life, so I was
I've
counting.
probably counted something higher than 100,
Mm.
but I'm not just gonna sit there and be like 1, 2, because at 2 I'm already like, this sucks. I used to do that thing where they'd be like, how far can you count? But very young, and I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm bored now, and I would walk away. I was a sarcastic douchebag since the day I was born. My brain is literally the exact same brain as when I was a child.
I would hope so.
Like, my level of intelligence is the same.
Mm.
Like, I was always a 40-year-old man when I was a kid.
But not
You know what I mean? Like, the same kind of jokes, the same kind of adult humor. Like,
except
in
for
grade
you're
4,
not the intelligence though. Just the
no, I've always
way your
been kind
brain
of
works.
stupid, but the way I worked and like the jokes I used. So when it was like in grade 2, people would see someone chirp and they'd be laughing, and I'd be like, "What the fuck just happened? Was there something else in the screen? Is it because I'm colorblind? What's going on?" And then I'd watch like Louis C.K. say like, and then she sucked my fucking cock in the middle of her husband, and I'd be like, "Dude," and I'd like laugh at that, and people were like, "Prison." So, and I still think that kind of joke is funny. It's just my mind has always been at this state.
Anyways, I was part of the whole who can run the fastest is cooler thing.
Oh my god, I've always been a bitch.
I wasn't friends with people just because they were fast though. That thing I think that's fucking retarded. But I thought the challenge of trying to run faster than people was fun.
I've always been an outcast 100% of the way.
Also, remember in Wellborn we had to do track and field.
Yeah.
And you didn't give a fuck, so you didn't do it, but I
just didn't
did
do it.
because I thought we had to. I got like third.
Well, technically you have to, but public school, if they were like, write this test and I like ripped it further, I'd be like, how about suck my balls?
I got third
You could've
place
just
in the.
still graduated.
I got third place in the 100-meter track at Wellborn, so
pretty
I
fire.
couldn't. I was up against like Jordan and that other fucking kid, so I think I did a good job.
Yeah, you can run pretty fast, but not for very long before you're dying in hell.
Yeah.
You run for like...
Because my legs are shorter, so everything is twice the length. as
After
for
like
most people.
100 meters, I look over at you and you're like, dude, we need to stop soon. Like,
My heart's like dying.
yeah. I can run for a long ass time, but the second I stop, it's over. Like I can run. Honestly, I could probably run a good mile because my body doesn't catch up with me. Like this is really bad. So I can run like so far, and at a decent speed, but once I stop,
You're fucked.
it's like the Hulk just walks up to me, picks me up, and punches me in the chest. Like, usually people run, they start feeling bad. I run, and I'm like, oh! Like, I lay down, like, it's so bad.
Wow.
It's not good at all.
I can run pretty far, but only if I have preparation. Like, you know that breathing method I was telling you about? If I do that before I run, I can go, like, 10 miles, but...
If you can run 10 miles, I'll give you everything I own.
Alright.
Have fun. See you later. You can't stop either.
Yeah, I know.
Alright,
but in
go
order,
run 10
but in,
miles,
but in
Tristan.
order for you to know that I didn't stop or break the rules, you have to run with me. So how you fuck are you gonna know?
Once I get my driver's license, which I'm getting the second I turn 16, I'll follow you in a car.
All right.
Or I'll follow you on a bike or something.
Because the longest distance I ever locomoted myself straight was through Lemoyne's Point. What the fuck are you doing?
Let's look at Google Maps. Let's check out 10 miles right
Alright.
here. Because I use kilometers more in games and stuff. Like when I play games, I use
I
kilometers.
use kilometers too, but 10 miles was what popped into my head.
Kilometers is a Canadian thing. We use it here. So I use kilometers and stuff. So let's just Google it up. Google. Okay. Total. Now let's just keep clicking till we get to 10 miles. Is there a way we can just check what 10 miles is?
Yeah, it usually shows a little measurement thing in the corner after it loads. Where's the measurements?
Right here.
Oh yeah.
1 kilometer is this.
Mhm.
Whoa. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, you have a tumor.
Let's see what 1 mile is. Or 10 mile. Oh fuck, Tristan. Holy. Are we going 10 kilometers?
Yeah, 10 kilometers.
Fuck it. So like, let's get a ruler. We don't have one. I don't just have a ruler to stand by. You can like, that's like, from like here, all the way to like here, running nonstop.
Mhm.
How about that? That's literally from Kingston to like fucking all the way over here. It's literally from here to here, just running nonstop. And I don't mean jogging, I mean like giving it your best, dude. Yeah, have fun with that. Anyways, yeah, 10 miles, 10 kilometers, because we're gay, is actually like...
Kilometers are better than miles if you use imperial unit systems. You're wrong.
That was hard for you.
What I said was correct. I
Yeah,
just
no,
had some slip-ups.
you slip-ups?
Yeah.
Slip-ups. We should make a TV show called Slip-ups, and it's just like, it's okay to make mistakes. Basically,
It's
all
like
wrong.
it's like someone's washing the dishes and they drop
And
a
they
cup
drop
and they're like, "Oh man!" And then it's like,
And-
dong. It's like slip-ups.
Slip-ups.
And then the show ends.
Slip-ups. Yeah, we all have slip-ups. And then it's like over.
It'd be so stupid.
Honestly, would make Treehouse in a minute. A quick minute. And they'd be like, please have us. Please have us broadcast your TV program. There's another tub of this, by the way.
Tub. Tub.
I was gonna get a big one. We're doing chip dip.
Yeah, no chips, just the chip dip.
I've done that. It's not bad. You just take the chip dip and just... It's good. It's like when you eat cottage cheese. Do you
Specially
like cottage
selected
cheese?
potatoes. I think.
Fuck was that?
I don't have a lot of experience with cottage cheese.
No. It's okay. It's not very good.
I've only ever had cottage cheese on lasagna mixed in with like 6 other cheeses, so.
Wow, your shit must have been really bad.
Yeah.
Cheese makes you constipated, and then once you finally shit, it's a bad shit. Cheese is a nightmare to eat out
Cheese
of.
doesn't fuck up my shit as long as
Literally.
Cheese doesn't fuck me up as long as I eat it cold or mixed in with mostly nut cheese.
As long as you eat it cold.
Yeah. If I eat cheese cold, it never fucks me up.
And if you eat it warm,
Then it might.
I'm not gonna question that logic. I'm just not gonna question it.
I don't think it makes sense either, but that's just my experience.
This is so random, but I'm gonna explain my thought
If I like
process.
take a brick of cheese, put it in the freezer, I can shove that whole thing in my ass and it would be fine.
First, I'm gonna ask you the question I was gonna ask you, and then I'll explain where it came from because it's gonna be random.
Alright.
My question is, do you like sleeping warm or cold? Now, where this came from is I thought of that night we left my window open and fell asleep, and the room was freezing, and we had a plate of nachos with cheese on them on the side. And I thought of the cold cheese and the nachos because that's my first example of cold cheese because I'm weird.
Oh, you said sleeping.
Yeah.
I thought you said sipping. And holy fuck, oh my god.
Do you like sleeping in a hot or cold room?
Depends on
Some
the
people
season.
some people like almost sweating when they sleep. Some people like like to have a blanket over and feel cool. With a
Humans
fan.
are supposed to have a cooler environment when they're sleeping,
I know that.
and
But
that's
some
and
people
that's
like being
and I
warmer.
agree with that. I like being warm if like it's the winter and I've been cold all day, like getting that nice warm snuggly ass
Sorry to tell
sex.
you this, but I ripped one. You might want to die.
Yeah, I can already smell it.
It's bad.
Anyway,
How's that styrofoam treating you?
like
Annoying?
where am I? Like I don't know.
Well, I just didn't know if it was annoying as fuck.
It's not annoying as fuck. It's just inconvenient, but it's better than screws. So
Heard that before. I have no idea. I have no idea what the fuck I meant by that. I heard screw and thought of this, and I just immediately made a sexual like innuendo out of
the only
nothing.
way that barely makes sense is if there's like a styrofoam dildo and she prefers the dildo over you fucking her. The styrofoam dildo, which would be really disappointing for you.
Understatement.
If your fucking is worse than a styrofoam dildo, holy fucking shit.
You know what it scares me?
What?
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't scare me.
I ripped an air shit too.
It doesn't scare me. It's just something that it does scare me, but not me personally. This is weird. Let me tell you what's scary. If you put something in your ass, like what if you put a baby carrot in your ass?
What the fuck's going on?
I know what that is. I gotta shut the compressor off.
All right.
Or TT. Sorry about that. Compressor turned on. The reason it turned on is because it was just plugged in, and which means it's holding air, and it leaks over time. So once there's so much air out of it, it refills itself.
Oh.
So that's what happened.
Who the fuck was using it and left it on?
My grandfather. My nan asked me to turn it off earlier,
And you
but I
didn't.
forgot because I took a shower before you got here, and I kind of forgot because I'm an asshole.
Didn't we use it for something once? Because we're stupid?
We've used it to blow. We've used it to blow things around.
How about you actually used it for a purpose one time? A dumb purpose, but a
We
purpose.
used it that time to shoot boxes with a nail gun.
Hmm.
Remember we set up a bunch of boxes and I shot the boxes with you with a nail gun because we're fucking.
No, you
idiots?
did that by yourself.
No, you were with me. We'd done it once together. I remember.
Alright.
That was also the same day we took tomahawks and threw them at the boxes.
Okay.
But anyways,
remember
shoving
that.
things up your ass.
Oh.
If you put a baby carrot in your ass, it's gone.
You'll shoot it out eventually.
Yeah, but that's still kind of scary.
Not
I
really.
said it scares me as if I put things in my ass all
It's
the
not
time.
scary at all.
What
You'll
I
shoot
meant
it
is
out
it's
at
just-
some point.
And the reason I thought of this is if a girl was getting fucked by a styrofoam dildo and it broke off and it just like doesn't come back for some reason, it goes up. Uh-oh.
Yeah, but it would come back because you shit everything in your everything
No,
that's
in
in
her
your ass
pussy,
will
dude.
eventually leave. Oh, in the
You got a styrofoam dildo really far up your pussy and it breaks? Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta go to the doctor and get it removed, which is
and they're
really
just gonna be
awkward.
like, what the fuck? Why do you have a styrofoam cock in your puss?
It's pretty obvious. It's
No,
not, it's
she's
not.
styrofoam in this
Yeah,
world of Down
it's not
syndrome.
obvious that it's styrofoam, but it's obvious that dildo.
That's so awkward that if you get a dildo lock.
Mhm.
Oh fuck, that's so awkward that if you get a dildo lock. If you get a dildo stuck inside you, you need to go see it, like, get out. And he just was like, fuck, you're dumb.
Mhm.
That'd be so sad. Or you gotta have a
What's the
child.
dumbest reason you've ever had to get medical help?
I'm pretty safe, so I don't get hurt very often, because I'm not an idiot. I don't look at a tree and be like, 50-50, can I jump out of that from 20 feet? So, like, I don't get hurt very often, but... I actually haven't been to the doctor for a dumb reason.
Then just pick the dumbest one.
Oh.
Or not just been to the doctor.
The
but
last time I was at the doctor
not just
for...
been to the doctor, by the way, but like any medical help in general, like go to the clinic or something or anything
the
like
last
that.
time I did that was when I was 6.
Okay.
I haven't been hurt, and well, actually, this is pretty dumb. I was in a saucer. You know what those are? Oh fuck! Here we go. You know those little seats that a baby sits in, has tables around them, and they can move it with their feet.
Oh yeah, those
Those
are
are
fire.
illegal things now.
Yeah.
They're illegal now because the
What?
Kid,
Bullshit.
and I'll tell you why they're illegal. Because what happened to me?
Oh.
Not just me, but this happened to other
Those
kids.
things are fire. I'm mad at whoever.
I,
I want to go to the house of whoever made that illegal and just give them a
You'll
sit
understand
down.
why in a second. It's reasonable.
All right then.
The baby can move themselves around.
Mhm.
And a baby with no brain shouldn't be able to do that. So I went down the stairs. In one of those.
Stairs.
There's stairs in my house. I was moving around in the saucer. I was in a room or something, and I went down the stairs. In the saucer, so a baby clunking down the stairs.
Oh, I'm talking about the ones outside. Like at a playground.
What the fuck, buddy? Oh no.
Are you talking about like the circles with the handles on them and they spin?
No. Those are. No. Sorry, I'm a homo.
Sorry,
Anyways,
technical.
a saucer. What it is, I'll explain this to you, and you should already know this, but I guess fuck. You never had a childhood, I guess. You've even seen Quentin in one. The baby gets set in a little seat, and it's got buttons all around it, and it's like a table. It's huge.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
seen that?
Yeah, those.
There used to be smaller ones that had wheels on them, so the baby's feet could kick the ground.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they
those.
could move around like in a house.
Yeah.
And the reason they're illegal now is because I went down the stairs in one. Babies were going downstairs. Now I didn't die.
That's the parents' dumbass for not putting a gate on the stairs.
A gate's not gonna stop a
You
whole
should-
saucer pushing into it though if it's not upright. It'll push it down, dude.
Good point.
It's a giant piece of plastic.
But you were 6, so what the fuck were you doing in a saucer?
I was 6, but I fucked up. I was 6. One time I hit my head on a table.
When you were 6?
And I got a cut here. My whole face covered in blood.
Oh. That was when you were 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my mom's like, "Oh fuck!" So she took me, but then this was the dumb one. I fell down the stairs because I was like, "Oh, gap," and I went down it, and
gap.
and I hit my head, and I went to the doctor.
How old were you when this happened?
I was like 1 or 2.
You remember this?
And my mom told me the story.
Oh.
And then she took me to the doctor, and I was fine because I'm a savage, I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
Straight savage.
that's probably my dumbest injury. What's yours? You asked me a question, so you gotta have an answer. And I know you, so you're gonna have one.
Like I
on the
said-
dirt bike, like the chain flew in the air, hit a plane, and the plane wing a week later, like fell out of a tree that I was walking under and hit me. Like I'm expecting something like that.
Anyways, the skating one is definitely up there. Cause how the fuck did this happen while skating?
You're kind of an idiot.
Yeah, not even this. Literally this. That's what happened.
You're not very intelligent.
Yeah. No, what happened was I tripped on a patch of ice and then like fell in a weird way, and then that happened to happen. But yeah, that one's definitely up there. I don't know if I can think of another one that's stupid.
Well, in that one you got hurt skating.
me trying to bike down a 70-degree incline, or decline, like it's like hills.
I've done that on a skateboard.
Worse.
Yeah.
Even worse.
I know.
That's worse.
I got hurt for that, but I didn't go to the doctor. I was with Isaac.
I didn't go to the doctor, but I was fucked.
Me too. Oh, I'll tell you about that then.
Also, me
You
trying
tell
to
me first, though.
also me trying to learn how to ride a bike for the second time.
Dumb
Fucked
fucking
myself up.
idiot.
Cause
Does you have training wheels on, or you just go bare balls?
when I was first
Cough, cough.
when I first learned how to ride a bike, I had training wheels, and then I mastered it and got rid of the training wheels, and then there was a huge gap in my life after that where I didn't ride any bikes, so I forgot. So I had to learn again. And the second time trying to learn how to ride a bike, I fucked myself up hard constantly because I didn't use training wheels. I had like scar and like scratch, like what is it called when you skin yourself?
Road burn?
Scrapes or
Burn?
something. I had like scrape
Road
marks
burn?
all over myself.
Road burn.
Yeah, something like that. Whatever you want to call it.
Yes, what did you call it, I think?
I call it scraping, like just scrape marks.
Well, a scrape is like if I did that, I scrape myself. But if you like,
No, that's
if your
like-
skin gets fucked up, that's road burn. From friction, that's road burn.
Yeah, I call that scrapes marks.
Especially because you're on a road.
I don't consider this scraping. I consider this I scratched
You know,
my hand.
if you say you like, I bumped my arm off the desk and it was white,
Oh,
that's a scrape.
I don't call that a scrape.
Or if you draw a little bit of blood, but if you scratch your face of shit on a road, it's road burn, bud.
Mm.
Like motorcyclists, when they fall and they're not wearing protection, they they get road burn. That's what that is.
Mhm.
Well, how'd this happen?
Anyways,
you just
th-
explained
anyways,
the injury. What was going on?
I was trying to learn how to ride a bike on a gravel road. Fucked myself up hard constantly. Also, I didn't stop.
I mean, if
I-
you
I-
stopped on that 70, if you stopped going down a hill,
No,
you
no,
went
no,
like that.
no, you're mixing up shit.
I'm missing.
Me riding down this incline was not the first time riding a bike. That was afterwards. But before that, when I was learning how to ride a bike for the second
Oh,
time,
you wouldn't stop.
I wouldn't stop after fucking myself up. I kept going like an idiot.
Well, me,
And by the end of it, I was like bleeding from my entire body, and the guy was like, "You good?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
we're eating apologies. For me and Isaac are stupid, so.
People probably think we just eat constantly because we always eat during these podcasts.
Well, we wait to eat at the podcast.
Mhm.
Gives us something to do. Because we're fucking stupid and can't talk. Just
Food
with it.
is the fuel of the mind.
So is fish. Fish is really good for your brain.
Oh.
It is if you eat it.
Except for a lot of fish, because a lot of fish have mercury in them, which poisons your brain.
Well, not
so-
those ones, but like salmon is really good for your brain. Any fucking ways. What I was trying to say was that I'm stupid and I it's kind of like you actually. I wasn't
I'm stupid. It's kind of like you, actually. Thanks.
No, my story is similar to yours.
Oh.
I wasn't great at riding a skateboard yet. So my brain was like, let's go down a hill. So I started on a skateboard. I'm honestly kind of glad I fell because if I got down to the end of the street, I wasn't great at turning. I would have hit a house or a car or something. Would have been worse. But you've seen the hill, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Across Front Road, where we go to the lake. There's that big hill to the right.
Oh, can't remember.
Okay, well, there's a big road that's like, it gets a little bit, and then it's just like a big thing, and then it goes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We went down there on skateboards because we are fucking stupid. First time I watched him.
You
go.
and Isaac, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I watched him go on a bike first, so I was like, oh, I can do this on a skateboard. Then he got his skateboard, and I watched him try and skate up it, and so far, no injuries, messing with the hill. But I didn't click that this is 4 wheels on a shaky board going down a hill with an unexperienced skateboarder. So I was like, let's go. So I got on it, and Isaac has fallen now. He tried with his. He just wibbled and fell off. So he stood in a spot, and I was going down, and I was trying to stay near the grass, because I'd rather hit the grass than hit the fucking concrete face.
Pavement.
So I'm going down it, and he just stands there in my way. And if I turn, the board was like immediately like, you know, you're driving a car really fast, you turn, it goes a mile.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. If I tried to turn, the board would have been like fuck you, and it would have died. So I was like, dude, move, and he just like stayed staring at me. So I had to turn, and the board fell, hit him, like a board moving a good 20 miles per hour, smacked him in the stomach. And then I hit the grass and like rolled and like hit my face and like rolled over 3 people's yards. I managed to jump the first 2 driveways. That's how fast I was going. I hit it and jumped the entire driveway with my moving body. And then I get to the 3rd driveway, hit the driveway. Not fun. Thank God there are no rocks in the
Slamming into a driveway is the worst.
And then I hit the driveway, not moving as fast as the first 2, because flash. Clearly I hit it, and I hit it, and I hit their garbage cans. And I stopped, and now I think I'm dead. Thank God those people weren't home. I lay there for like 10 minutes, and so did he, because he just got fucking destroyed. So, then I get up, and I look around, and I'm obviously like, fucking idiot! Like, I obviously am a little pissed off. I just jumped 2 driveways with my ragdolled corpse. Like, I'm a little upset. So, like, hey, dipshit, how about when I'm going down a hill as fast as almost as a fucking car, you don't stand in front of me? Deal?
What was his response to that?
He just went, you should have moved. And I was like, if I moved, it would have been worse.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have deed. Because the board would have just, like, flipped and bounced, and then my, like, feet would have, like, broke his face or something. It would have been so bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's my hill experience.
You and Isaac are the worst combination of idiots.
You're so right. I hope that picked that up so bad. I hope so badly.
You and Isaac are the dumbest people that I know that don't have a mental illness. Like, which is impressive.
We're also the dumbest people when we're together.
Mm-hmm.
On my own,
when you're together, it multiplies. It doesn't just add, it multiplies.
When I'm on my own, I can be a normal person if I wanted to. I don't want to because that's not fun. So life's hard. You gotta substitute with sadness.
Uh-huh.
Substitute with Down syndrome. But together, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you when we role played in the lake, falling out of a plane?
No.
Ooh, that's a story to tell. We got fucked up from that, like bad pain. This wasn't even funny. This is just so stupid. So, you know, when the waves get bad, it gets really bad, and you can't stand up. You fall over, and you're hitting rocks and flying. So, the waves were so bad that day. Like, if I looked up, and I was sitting down, and that's the ceiling right there. That's the top of the wave. Like, like it's over. So, we also both weighed, like, he weighed as much as you because he was much smaller, and I weighed, like, as much as he does now. Like, we were both smaller. And so, we went in the water, and the wave was like, and just fucked our ass. Got really sexual, apparently. So he tried to rape me. Pushed us on the ground. And I didn't have a shirt on. I just had black track pants on. He was naked. So, of course. Wait, he was in his underwear at first, but they managed to come off somehow through this little... So what we did was the lake... Let me explain to the fuckers. The lake is like...
Is that what we call our audience now, the fuckers?
You guys are fuckers.
Alright.
So, dude, shit. Literally shit.
Pizza make me gas.
The
Come on.
The beach, how it's a shitty beach. It's a horrible beach. It's like a beach of sharp rocks and she.
It's not even a beach. It's just the area where the water and the land meet. It's not even a beach.
It's not. It's not even a beach. It's literally just a mountain of rocks and seashells. Then there's a bunch of sharp rocks that you have to walk over, and then there's like this long flat plain of stone. Then another drop and more flat, and then more cancerous rocks, and then another flat, and then it keeps going flat until who knows what's at the bottom of the lake. And the area that we were at was kind of the rocky cancer, right before the flat. So there was like rocks like the size of this spaced out.
Mm-hmm.
So we laid down, and the water was about this deep at the time, that 2 feet, and that was at the shore, so it was really deep water. So what we did was lay down and had the waves push us. And what we did was we acted like we flew out of a helicopter, and say this was one of the rocks. We're underwater. Your face is getting fucked. You're just like, oh, you're screaming, and I like peek my head up, and Isaac's like, fuck, fuck. And he's just like going. It's chaos. It's fucking chaos. We think it's over. And so what we would do as the game was we would go under the water, and a wave would come, and you're moving fast. You know, when you're under that water, you're fast as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is grab onto rocks and hold on while the wave pushes us. And you'd slip, and you'd hit a rock, and then you'd go and like hit another rock in your back, and then you'd grab one, and you're like screaming, oh! Like you're in real pain, but it's so fun for some reason. And then you like peek your head up, and the water's like all over your face, and you're like screaming, and you look over, and the other person's like falling on the ground, like crying to their life is over now. And then you like fall, and you hit a bunch of others, and then you're like finally get close enough to the shore where the water's like really shallow, and you're like crawling out onto the beach, like at the and you like flip over, you're just raped, dude. Like if you jumped from Niagara Falls and hit it at the bottom, that's what it was like. Just crazy. Like when you see a movie where someone goes underwater, hits a rock, and they fly and like try to grab onto other rocks and they keep slipping. That's what it was, but we did it on purpose because we're stupid. We did that 4 times in a day. And the last time was the worst time. By far. At that point, my track pants were so soaked with water, they were heavier than me. So when we're flying, they came off. So now I'm only in my underwear, flying through the water, hitting rocks.
And Isaac's already naked by this
I have
point,
more
I'm
cuts.
assuming.
I have more cuts on me than imaginable. Oh, this is the where he gets naked.
Oh.
So we decided to start next to each other this time. So I could we could be dramatic, and I'd be holding a rock, holding his hand while we're getting fucking raped by water. So we go, and then he falls, and I'm grabbing onto a rock, and I look over, and he falls on like his back, like this is his back, and this is his underwear, and it gets hooked on a rock and goes right off, and he slides along naked, trying to grab his underwear, and I'm crying, so I inhale water, and then I like throw up underwater because I just saw that. So, like, we're like, you got this? And we go under. Bye, naked man. Like, he just fucking rolls away. So I let go, and then I hit my face. So I'm bleeding, throwing up, spitting water everywhere. He's rolling around naked, loses his underwear, fucking just going everywhere. And then we get out on the shore, like, fucked up. And he's like, did you see my underwear? I'm like, was a little busy. Didn't see your underwear, believe it or not. So, when your parents tell you not to go to the lake because it's dangerous, they're not entirely wrong. You might not drown, but you will get hurt really bad. I got more cuts than me than I'm even sure were real.
How did Isaac
He never found his underwear.
How did he make it back home naked?
He just put his pants on.
He had his pants but didn't have his underwear.
He did not have his underwear.
Oh, did he leave his pants on the shore?
He went swimming in his underwear.
Okay.
I didn't find my pants either.
So you went back home in your underwear?
I went back home with a towel around me.
Oh, okay.
And I just snuck downstairs and never talked about those pants to anyone ever again. Except till today. Sorry, Mom, if you ever find these. Yeah. That was that story. That's pretty... Do you have any fucked up stories with a friend of yours? I'm sure you have lots.
It's funny that you assume I've had friends.
You have, like, what was that guy's name? Chris, and then those dudes you showed me the videos of and stuff.
Chris has always had a brain, at least around me.
Oh, that's sad. You never did something really stupid when you were in Smith Falls?
We did stupid stuff, but not, like, recklessly dangerous.
Endangering yourself for no reason, like I just fucking...
I mean, me and my brother used to catch snakes for fun, but it's not super dangerous if you know how snakes work.
Well, I don't, so it would be dangerous.
Basically, grab by neck, don't grab by tail. Don't touch anything poisonous.
You gotta grab it behind its head so it can't bite you.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Well, I wouldn't be like that one's poisonous, that one isn't.
And don't touch anything that looks poisonous. And if it has like red, yellow, and red and white, or some combination of that, stripes on it, you can just don't touch it at all. Because like 50% of them are
Where'd
poisonous.
you learn this?
From catching snakes.
Oh, that's a horrible way to learn anything.
No, I didn't learn like that they were poisonous from getting bit. I just
Yeah,
we
it's like,
would
what the fuck?
we would catch snakes and then we would look up stuff about snakes to know what to do.
Where would you put it while you were looking up about it?
No, we didn't catch the snake and then look up the snake. We would
Oh.
look up snake stuff at home and then go catch snakes.
Oh, okay. Where did
Yeah.
you do this? Sioux Falls?
We would we would just go to different places and find snakes and try and catch them because this was back when running after shit was super fun. So, and snakes are fucking fast, so running after snakes is a good time.
I was a pretty dumb kid.
Catching water snakes is also fun because it's a completely different ball game because they're underwater. You have to like try and see through the murky waters and like grab that fucking bitch.
They're scary, dude. Water snakes.
Water
At
snakes
least
are
when you're like
flames.
6 and you look and it's like slithering towards you, like it's over for me.
Water snakes are flames.
I wasn't an animal person besides a dog.
I've always been an animal person. Love nature, everything.
It's just cool.
I'll like see a leaf and be like, wow. Amazing.
I find that nature cooler in video games than in real life sometimes.
That's kind of
That's
weird.
because Kingston's boring.
Also, nothing here is really natural. Like, you walk through a neighborhood and you see all the trees, but do you think about it? None of those are actually there. Those were all planted. Those aren't actually part of a forest that used to be around.
Yeah. Smith Falls sounds like it has more lakey areas around it.
It does.
Kingston has none of that shit. The coolest thing here is
Smith
Brody
Falls
Park.
is also way smaller, so it's way easier to get to the outskirts where there's nature.
Yeah.
And we used to visit our aunt all the time, and our aunt lives, like, in the bumfuck nowhere of Smith Falls. So, there was...
Coolest?
She has, like, acres of property that has, like, a swamp behind it. We would go back to the swamp and catch frogs and snakes.
I wish you and me could go to my nan's old house because you and me have so much fun there.
Well, cottages are also
They
cool.
had a junkyard in their backyard,
Mhm.
and there was a cliff, and the cliff was like a good 40-meter drop, so I shouldn't have had access to that. I fell off it one time. I told you that?
No?
Oh yeah.
How'd you not die?
Because I like hit it and I slid off the different parts.
Oh, okay.
The cliff was like kind of down like that.
Oh, okay.
Like the top, if you just jump down this way, it would hurt you, but if you jump down like that, it would be fine.
So it was curving outwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I fell off it. Never told you that?
No.
Oh, I fell off a cliff. Now, first of all, I need to
I've
explain.
fallen off many cliffs, but not like...
It was a
deathly.
tall ass cliff, dude. Like if I jumped and just went like that, it'd be over for me 100%.
Mhm.
But first I need to explain the lands because you're gonna see how stupid I am.
Alright.
It's hard to do this. At the front of the house, there's a road, and if you keep going down the road to the right of the house, there's like a road that goes down, and it goes really far down.
Mhm.
And then if you look to the right, you can see the cliff.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. So when I fell off the cliff, first of all, I tried to climb back up it instead of just going to the road and looping back around. So this story is super stupid. So now that you know I could have just walked around, here we go. Snow pants. Once again, me and snow pants and boots, we don't go well together. That's why I don't wear them anymore.
Was this in the winter?
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
That's also why I probably didn't die, because I landed on snow, not rocks.
Oh, okay.
I landed the snow on top of rocks. So what happened was I leaned over too much, so then I started falling forward. So I turned, so I landed like this, and I slid down one like edge, and I jumped over a gap onto another one, hit that, and it was like, it's over, it's over, it's over. And I fell and hit the snow, and like blacked out for like a minute, and I got up, and my sister's like, "Holy shit, you're not dead." I was like, I don't know if I could say that. Now I have to climb up a cliff, because once again.
Oh, was Sam at the top of the cliff
Yeah.
looking at you?
Yeah. Because she thought I was dead. She was like, it's over. So she just stared at me.
How
Didn't
old
go
was
get-
Sam
didn't
at
go
this
get
time?
help.
How old was
Sam,
Sam?
what the fuck?
How old was Sam at this time?
I was like 10, 9. No, I was like 9 or 8. So she was like 5. So I thank God she didn't fall because it would have been really bad. Because me and my parkour skills out of nowhere, by the way, getting me over these. Well, it was cool for a minute because I fell and I jumped over a gap like this wide with like still a good bunch of meters to go, and then hit another one and then I fell. But now I was like, now I gotta climb back up a cliff because I did not want them to find out. I didn't want to be like, go get help so they can tell you that I fell off a cliff that they strictly told me not to go close to. So,
Why didn't Sam tell you the road? Tell you about the
she
road?
didn't know either.
Oh. She
We're
cannot see the road?
Literally, in the summer that year, me and my brother went on a quad bike down the road past the cliff, and I was like, motherfucker. Like, I could have just went up that.
That's such a shitty way to find out a year later in the summer after it's all done.
Yeah. But it was like an Assassin's Creed mission layout. I looked to the left of where I fell, and I was like, there's a tree fallen over that's perfect for walking up onto the first part of the cliff. And then there was like a small part with minimal snow on it that looks like you could obviously jump up it. Was it just me that heard the door?
No, it wasn't.
So I'm like bouncing up this tree and then like jumping up cliffs like it's a video game. And then I had to loop around and like hang from a tree and like shimmy across. This is a stupid place to bring kids. Fucking dumb.
They told you not to go to the cliff.
Yeah, but like they didn't like they should have said don't go outside the back of the house. Cuz the back of the house was like a little bit of a mountainous area with like junk and old cars everywhere, and then to the left like this beautiful peak which I fell off of and just cliff kind of everywhere. So they should have just said, "How about this? Go at the front of the house," cuz they had a tree fort in the front of the house. But I wanted to play on the cliff cuz I'm a fucking idiot. So once I finally got up, I was just like I felt like Spider-Man on meth, dude. It was literally like a video game. Like, it didn't make sense at all that happened.
Spider-Man, except for the only problems he solves are his own dumbass.
And can't stick to walls and doesn't have super strength or agility or anything of the sorts.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was fun. Cliffs are scary, man.
Cliffs are great.
Cliffs are scary if you stare off the edge of them when you're 9 years old.
Cliffs are scary if you stare off the edge of them.
So also we have to rebind. Fuck me. Rewind, because you said, quote, I have fallen off of many of cliffs. So, let's hear about this.
I'm an idiot. Fin.
Was it like a cliff like this, and you fell and hit your head, or was it like, you're just really stupid?
I've fallen off all kinds of cliffs, so.
What's the tallest one you've ever fallen off of? That's a question I should
Probably
have to
couldn't.
ask you.
Probably can't remember because it gave me brain damage, but I don't know.
The first time I thought I literally had brain damage is when Isaac dropped a giant rock on my head from about 10 meters high.
What an asshole.
Oh, I didn't tell you?
No.
Okay.
Was this on purpose? Was he trying to fuck your fucking
No, it was
day
an
up?
accident, but...
Oh.
I can't-
Accidentally holds out rock and drops it on friend.
No, he kicked I'll explain.
Alright.
So, you know in Nukshuks, those little towers of rocks that you see
Oh,
randomly?
yeah.
It's like Easter eggs in real life. Like, you see it, you're like there's just one in, like, kind of behind a tree, like, staring at you, and you're like, what the fuck?
Those things are flames.
Like you write it down, you're...
I never see those anymore.
Yeah, they're all gone now.
Why?
That's an older people thing, I find.
I think they're awesome.
I saw it when I was really young.
I have one in my room.
I never see them anymore.
Which makes me sad.
There was a Nukshuk, right? You know where...
We should bring back the Inukshuk.
You know where we went? You know where we went to Clowns?
Mm-hmm.
The giant rock face that we climbed up because
Yeah.
we're stupid instead of going around?
Mm-hmm.
Right there is where we were, and there was a Nukshuk on the top of it, and Isaac was above, and I was looking around for a good spot to climb up so I don't die, and I turned around because the car beeped, so I went to say, fuck you. And as I turned around, Isaac kicks the Nukshuk right above me.
On purpose?
Yeah. He kicked the Nukshuk on purpose, but he wasn't trying to kill me. So I hear just rocks tumble, and I hear, look out! So thank God I didn't look up. But I turned around, and right before I looked up, just bonk on my head, and I was like, I saw stars, and I was like this, and I fell on the ground, and I blacked out.
Jesus
And
Christ.
I get up, and I was like, dude, I thought I killed you. And I was like, I think I'm gonna kill you right fucking now. You're lucky I was just hit by a rock, because I can't stand up. And the rock, it was sharp all over except for one surface that was flat. He literally could have killed me. That's honestly probably the closest I've come to dying.
That's terrifying.
It was flat like a plate here, but the rest was spikes and like sharp parts that it hit me would have just stuck on my head and I would have died.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so lucky that God was like, we'll give you another chance, and it like flipped it so it landed flat.
Mm.
That was scary.
Mm-hmm.
I could have fucking died, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, but if I looked up, I would have been dead for sure. Or would have like fucking fat pilot problems.
Oh my God.
So we're running at an hour and 42 minutes. I think we can wrap it up.
Yeah. Kind of an abrupt end, but that's
I
what
didn't know
happens
how
when
to
you play with desk lids.
I didn't know how to segue to a good ending. Good ending. Do you
Good
want to say
ending.
anything?
Don't fuck your mother.
Yeah. Don't fuck your dad's dick, please.